Hello everyone and welcome back to Operation Rapid Moneymaker. Now, as you know, we are fighting against time here today. I want to get the contract done. Oh, no, wow, how long have I been waiting on that one? 6 hours 47 we have to do it. We're currently in real time, so that's a real 6 hours. However, we have rain on the horizon, and I want to buy the harvester. So I need like 400,000. So what I'm going to do, start off with doing some quick loading. I need to sell those wood chips so you can see what's doing to the frame rate. I'm not going to try and load the prefab walls. In fact, the prefab walls I need another tractor for. What have I got? These, by the way, are the equipment I've got ready to do the contract with. As you can see there, we've got the two Fendt 930s that he's provided with his brand new trailers. Sadly, they're not the extended side, which will be better for what we want, but... Well, and I've also put my... While I was between episodes, I quickly sorted out the place, sawmill. My brain today. That's why, as you can see, everything's sorted out. A little bit of time's passed. So the tractors that were doing fields and I actually got to finish. So I'm going to get these guys set up doing these jobs as well. Let's see, the main plan is to try and get that contract done. I'll certainly try and get well on with it today, but I don't want to spend 200 days in this one episode, so I kind of want to get it done. We can get all these guys doing their various jobs as well. He's going to roll that. Sadly, it means I do not have access to, say, another tractor to come and get those, so I'm going to have to, if the contents of just these planks isn't enough. Jesus Christ, just 2 more to have bloody spawned in the time I'm chuffing. You're trying to get on with things over here. And the game goes and does that to you, so if I have to come back for the prefab buildings, I can only apologise for that. It's going to be a bit of a pain, but what I'm hoping is if I can just get all these other products on and take them to the playground, then that should. I say we need 353,000 will buy us the harvester. Another 30,000 for the header, I do believe. I vaguely remember. We're 150 now, so we need about, so another 300 grand would make sure, basically. Like I said, I don't want to pick up them wood chips just yet. I'm going to need, you can see what the frame rate does when I get too close to that pile of wood chips, so I'm hoping to sort that out sooner rather than later. What's it? That's planks. I already have planks. No, I don't. Yes, I do. Planks long. Right, so they're the ones I want next. Right, so it's done them. And we'll beams. There's actually one more pallet of planks over there, isn't there? Of long planks, I mean. What do you mean unable to load? I can see a gap there. As here we do this, we manage to buy the vegetable harvester, and the contract offsets a chunk of it. You see, this is a good amount of stuff. I'm going to need to fuel this thing as well. I didn't realise this truck's drinking the old motion lotion over here. I do apologise for the stop motion. I really. I think I just clipped the edge of the pile there. I'm going to have to. I say hopefully, I think it's January's our best sale price. So once it gets to then, I can hopefully just sell the whole lot. And there's probably good money in it now, but we get to that. So we're going to take this all over here first. Like I say, I'm leaving time at 1. I don't want to slow it right down. I don't like running time this slow, as you guys well know. But I quite wanted to get the experiment of getting like the multiple tractors running. Because if I can get this right, I can have his tractors running backwards and forwards with mine. I shouldn't need this truck, although this truck's an option as well if I need it. But either way, and I don't. If I find out I take a loan, if the loan system had the ability to pay back a decent amount early, like if I could literally take the loan and pay it off As soon as I finished, I would do. Unfortunately, this system doesn't do that anymore, whereas the one in FS22, I could take a loan and pay it off the same day. Even the more up-to-date one, you paid a fee, which I get, and I will not disagree with that. But the special redemption only allowing you to pay a small fraction off is not great. I'm not gonna lie. But let's try and get this thing bought in one go if I can. But I don't think this is gonna quite be enough, sadly. I would like to think so. I also don't know if the playground already has a lot of, I believe it's the planks already. So I'm hoping it takes them all. If it does, then great. But if it doesn't, there is the maker hall just across the road there that we can probably take them to. Plus, there's also things like there's a lot of eggs which I can take to the farmer's market and stuff like that. I moved a lot of pallets around. I've moved all the flour into the bakery. Oh, sorry, we're going all in on the bread. I won't set the grain multi distribution until it will send some to the canning factory when we rent that. And I'm not necessarily sure that we're going to be using that yet. Don't tell my mate to follow up the hill. Right, now last time I did this, I undid the straps, half of them fell off. I certainly don't want to happen this time. We're bellied out. Right, so here we are. So we're now no longer belly out. Let's see what this does. Oh, that is so close. So sodding close. Guess we're going back to the prefab walls. Now I'm probably to load them by hand, because what I remember is the game always tries to load them sideways. Like lengthways on the trailer, and they actually generally sideways you get more on. Once there, I should be able to get the entire lot on this trailer. There's no reason why I can't. I need to remember that corner's a hell of a lot tighter than I give it credit for. I mean, if it's through one in the used vehicle section right now, then we'd be laughing, but unfortunately even I'm not that good to being able to rig that one together. I'm tempted if we have the spare capacity trailer, we should do to get that. Yeah, so we get ourselves back here now quickly. Yeah, the oil seed fields are getting. Oh, I'm gonna have to turn that back on now so we can see what's going on. It seems a lot, it seems excessive, but it is going to give us that extra yield bonus. Like I say, I'm planning next year to work more on crops that work that side of the year. Although, as I think I explained last episode, I'm pretty sure I did. I think sometimes there might be a cotton field. I might go against, because this has been a series where I've done a lot of things I wouldn't normally do. And I'm thinking that cotton would be an excellent addition to that, because it will give us. Let's see if we're going to fit around here. America builds big trucks. America doesn't build roads for big trucks. Confused Pikachu face. What the hell is it stuck on there? And so the prefab walls example. I'm going to put these on by hand. I'll see who does. Yeah, you see what I mean? See how it's put them on like that? Well, what I would do in this situation is this. As if you start up here, and put them on sideways like that. They do fit, in fact, they fit on this slightly better than they fit on the other flatbed. Basically, you're going to fit a lot more on it this way. That's what I can do and get this lined up. I'll line this camera from the I can line the one off because I don't want it hanging over the front too much in case it collides with the cab. Yeah, slightly overhanging at the front there, that's just how it makes it fit. And then the rest of them can obviously go, start wrapping and see. If I need to cover the ramps I can do that, there is a strap that actually goes over the ramps, but I don't think I should need to. Look at this, I think I've got it. I'll get the lineups right. I want to be fairly neatly on the trailer. I don't want to be attracting any attention from Riverbend Vosa. How many more is there? There's another 4 yet. I forgot just how many are on the walls. This is why one of the reasons why we swapped this trailer, because these take up a lot of room and the trailers we have for the tractors aren't really that good for this. See, this guy take a couple more, which is always a good thing. But this will sell. This will be over 100 grand. This is easily going to put us to where we need to be. One of the things that is annoyingly close in, you know what I mean? Like I say, I reckon. Well, I know the harvesters. I can't remember if some of the upgrades I need to do actually add money or not. I'll have to check that. Well, there we are. We could probably have got one more one. Now it's a long way off producing one, so I'm not going to sit and wait for it. I'll probably have to grab some diesel on the way. I'll come out here. I don't want to. Hang on, now that other dirt road doesn't look too bad actually. He says, checking the map carefully. You gotta stick to this. Christ, I say that and then look at that friggin' S-bend up there. Oh, this is on the sodding AI got stuck on, wasn't it? Remember, I had to come and pull the AI down the hill here. I wonder if I can sneak. Ah, there is actually a path in between even though it doesn't show it. What on earth was... That did not look like a horse letterbox as I drove past. I thought that was a guy dressed as the lead singer from My Chemical Romance. Hung. And I wish I was joking when I say that, but that is literally what I saw when I first saw the horse sodding mailbox. But it turns out it's not. I'm not going to get a decent shot there, so... Put everything back. Yeah, I don't know how my brain saw that. I am quite tired right now, so maybe that's that. Maybe that's why, but... Yeah. That's what I'll be getting to my therapist later, no doubt. Now then. We've got bigger down here, drive! It takes up here all the time. I said, do I actually fit under there? The answer, bonk, no. Do you ever do something and then wish you hadn't? And please don't say watching this video or else I will cry. Yeah, blaming hell. Right, come on, let's start. We ain't got time for this, guys. We have like less than an hour till the flaming rain. Well, the rain's coming in sometime around 7, that's all we know. In theory, it could be sort of 6:30, so we could just have an hour. Right, we're up. Definitely it's the farmer's market giving me the best price on these, isn't it? Usually is. Yep, farmer's market. As soon as we've done that, we buy the harvester and we make a start on this, because like I say, we need to get on. 24, did I? I'm sure I've done the contract too. It was hoeing that field, wasn't it? I went over it with the hoe. Now once I've sold this, if I set this guy to auto drive, he will go and fuel himself, so I'll let him do that. Because he's flashing at me now, so that's a sign that the fuel's getting really quite low. We're not in any risk, don't worry folks, he's not going to run out on us, so he shouldn't do. Please don't turn, please don't turn, please don't turn. Thank you. Too kind. Like I say, because of course we're going to get the 20 grand for this contract, but what we should get from the extra product as well should really help. And those red dots were slowed up here. Right. The no truck bridge again. We've over it with even more weight on this time than we did last time. It hasn't collapsed yet, so all is good. Look, no harm, no foul as far as I'm concerned. Farming Simulator VR out now. But you won't be seeing me playing it. Not to mention, I don't think my PC would handle it, but I just, no, from what I've seen, it doesn't look good to me, unfortunately. So there we go. So let's say if I now send this guy back to the farm, that he will go via a fuel station. Yeah, I knew he would. So he's going to try and turn himself around to a point where he's going to get stuck in. He's going to get stuck anyway because it's so big is this thing that even the AI doesn't like it particularly. But anyway, get over to the shop. I'll do. The game has supplied us these, but we're not going to use these. What we're going to do, we're going to purchase one of these, one of these. So I'm going to turn the capacity up a little bit. Horsepower I'm going to leave. We'll set up, I like the twins. I think the twins look awesome on it. Have, yeah, those beacons. I don't want window tint. I don't need to change exhaust. Now that I was thinking about the colour, I want to go for something a bit classy. And by that I don't mean class colours. So what I'm thinking is, that's looking the part. Ooh, yeah, I am liking that. I think this bronze fire a particularly common colour around it. And here's what I like about this, because you can do the twin colours on the rims. So if I put the centre rim in chrome, that chrome's too much, isn't it? Oh, so I should have saw chrome grey. Chrome blackout, what's that going to be? That looks pretty good. License plate. I'd learn to spell, it would help. Just on the back. I mean, the other thing is, if I do a bit more power, I think it gives a bit more speed. We can do that and go, no. I mean, what do you think was? It's unrealistic, but it's a bit of fun, isn't it? 258, you know what? And what we need to begin with is to go into combinations, so we need one of these. I definitely want the working with. Tell you what, it seems we have a lot to do and not a lot of time to do it in. Got a long way to go. Short time to get there. You know where that song's from? You're good. Right. Did that say that the... No, let me see he's stuck somewhere. Yes, he is. Trying to mount a postal truck. Right, so... Yeah. This ain't going to be realistic, as you guys know. I'm currently getting stuck. But it's going to be great for everything we need it to do. So the first thing I want to do, obviously, is the contract. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive up there once, but I can probably set these AI off now because I'll be quicker than them. I'm going to get a good distance ahead of them and I'm going to set them all off. Because like I say, I want them to be able to just run backwards and forwards. What's the field number? Field is 38, isn't it? I don't know what I'm doing, it's in the top of the screen, isn't it? 24. Right. If I come out to here, and then we do it this way, so we have field 24. And where are we taking it to? Grain Badge Terminal 2. Selling point is Grain Badge Terminal 2. So you're going to get stuck there. Let's just leave you there for now. You feel up at least. Let's see. I'm going to try and get them all to. Get them all to do the same. Now I've got to make sure I get there first. I've also got to have a quick look at where the actual point is they'll be waiting at. And make sure I start there, because if I don't, then I'll end up running into them. Luckily for me, like I say, I've got a lot of speed in this thing, so... Yeah, this is going to be harvesting done in a very... Oh, look at the line going out. The AI. So the plan is to do a little bit, get them to come and unload me, because then they can... once they're full, they're going to have to run off and go and offload. Which is irritating, but it's just the way it goes sometimes. Right, so that's unfolded. You unfolded. And once I start this, I'm going to set myself up to steering assist, as I always do. One headland should be enough. Oh, myself and definitely not the way I wanted to. Right then folks, you just sit back and you enjoy. No folks, I don't know what's happened here either. However, I'm looking at the situation and I'm thinking to myself, we're going to need this. Even that's only 200, how much are they new? Now this is taking us way out of the realm of realism, probably more than I ideally like, but I'm just thinking ways we can do this that makes it just a bit of entertainment, isn't it? Where's the biggie? We can buy one of those. 5,000. Yeah, we can have one of these. And daft rear lights. Even painted to match what we've done already. Frame, frames, that's the frame I would just push to black. Yeah, that's those bits in there. But to do that again, look, that's not costing us a lot, is it? We send him to the shop to pick that back up. I know, we spent way more than we're going to make on this contract, I grant you that. Someone got stuck trying to get out of there. See, yeah, there's a lamppost. That's 6% with 2 of them. So I'm going to I may as well drive ours. Drop this trail off and then drive it to the store and get the other one. Gives them a chance to get ahead as well. Obviously, if we can get to the point where the contract's happy, what we can do actually keep a load for ourselves. %, so you're now stuck. You don't got stuck like your mate did. I may have to take that corner out the auto drive course. They all appear to have difficulties with it. Those idiots. Blocking you. Fuck your sign. And the reason I'm going this way is I'm going to nip around to the shop now and get on the trailer. I'll drop this one out of the trucks. We might. I feel that big trailer is only to be used for veg contracts. I don't want to be using it for everything else because it's a way of getting a lot of vegetables moved quickly. Making me think though, that big field has got so much off it already. I mean, that's nearly 600,000 litres. He's not done yet. You know, we've got our 77. The canning factory can only hold 250,000 litres. Now, I think I can store a little bit more at the grain terminal to keep feeding into the parsnips afterwards. But I think we're still going to with far, far more than we're ever going to need, which is going to be great for selling purposes, as you know. Shotgun. There's the bow on the correct side. Oh, it actually is once. I said, of course it isn't. It never is. So what I'm hoping is while I'm doing this, those two are basically going to get back, and I can convince them to go and unload him first. Go and unload first. Then I'll take whatever's left off with this. I have a feeling this is, if I'm reading that right, this is like, it's either 5 million or 50 million litres. It's, you know, it's ridiculous. But it's what... And fair play to people who do this realistically, by the way. I have nothing against you guys. I have a lot of respect for you. Because I ain't got the patience. I really haven't. Let's take his pipe out and see if that just... Oh, I see why. Oh, I know why he's not done it now. That's all my fault. I haven't got him set to the right point. I set him to the right point. Yep, see him moving now. That was entirely my fault. So now I should be able to actually... Let this guy come running straight up to us. What happened? Is he going to try and drive? Ah, he doesn't like being on the thing, he can't do a path. It's thinking a bit harder this time. No, he can't do it. Once I put it on the road, it should be alright, but... You see, it's not so bad now. Yeah, that was it. I forgot to set the combine. That was entirely my fault. Once we've done this, I'm probably going to turn this Colossus down a bit. This is a bit much. I'm probably going to sell that trailer again. Once we've done this contract, hopefully by then all our other stuff's done and we're definitely going to skip the night. But we're going to make, I reckon, a couple of £100 on the spare parsnips here. That's if we don't keep all of them for our own personal gain, which I'm probably not going to. I mean, obviously this is September, so the autosave will get me, as he always does. Oh, are they two massive withered fields? Jesus. 350,000 for both those fields. He managed to wither them both. That's such a shame. I could have so used that. Anyway, I was going on to something here, wasn't I? Totally forget what my point was now. Yeah, there you go. So I'm actually going to leave it and let the other one get to me as well. I'm probably going to let all three of them give me an offload. And I need to be signing for them to work, don't I? I've got to remember that. Because those two can go off and sell. Assuming those two don't manage to crash on the way there. Obviously I know I'm going to have to sort them out once they get there. I mean, if we make enough money, I might just buy those two fields, you know? Because there'd be two more in our arsenal for next year. I could very quickly rip and oil seed them, or I could just leave, you know, just rip them. Honestly, if I don't return this contract, I'll probably keep the fence, but no. That's what I was going to look at. I wonder if I got distracted by that. That was it. We've actually got one more month we can plant oil seed, and all our cows that have like 2 months left. So yeah, so we're going to get oil seed in the fields we want to. Probably not going to get them in the veg fields. Maybe just one of them or something, but there's the next one full. Then hopefully the 942 is going to come over as well, and he's going to get a fill off me because I want to see how many percent. If I want, what I can do actually is fill back up and then get the 942 to come to me because I want to see what 100% of this harvester does to that trailer. Now we're going to fill back up fairly fast, as you can see. Here we go. I'm even going to get this. I'm going to get this row again, am I? Wow. I want to see what this full 500,000 litres actually is in that trailer. As in, when we do this, we're going to sell that trailer. We're going to obviously collect the contract, see how much money we make. And then we're going to skip the night because next episode I want to make sure it's into the next day. And what have we got? I mean, that field's got a little bit more rolling to go. This field's then going to need completely rolling. Come on, pal, come on to me over here. Thank you. So we've got one another 2 or 3 rows. I might knock the header down to 10 metres as well, just to give us a bit more in line. Anyways, this is 500,000 litres. Let's see how many percent of that trailer this actually fills. I've got a feeling on this, yeah. So what I'm going to get on now and finish this field. I'm going to put that into him, and then once we've done that, we can go and do the final sell. So please, folks, enjoy. God for that, I missed the steering wheel and I had absolutely no idea what I'd done to it. So what I might as well do is I'm going to take this and do some work. Like I said, I like it, but it's a little bit too far on the unrealistic side for me. Certainly for this series, so we'll... There's the bakery folks, you can see that the signs have gone. Oh, there is some bread there for us though. So they've both now dropped their full loads, which is great. If I just turn this down, so I'm going to knock the header down to 10 meters, I'm going to knock the horsepower down. Just because I feel that that particular setup was a little too much. And like saying, the next time we're going to have this working on 77 to begin with. We're going to be using probably the Fenton and that big blue trailer there. Maybe probably the truck as backup. So customize you first. Yeah, that and that'll do. And then customize that. And that costs me a little bit of money again, but I'm not that worried. So we've now knocked the speed down a little bit, and also we've knocked down the capacity just to be a little bit less ridiculous. The narrow tyres should mean... Well, why am I taking it down there? I might as well do the 2 up here, won't I? See I'm here. Well, you go to field 2, because once he's finished you can start doing that. I'll bring this guy back to the yard, since yeah, I can't do it. Was that the that's good timing? What other field? No other fields of ours need doing at this point, do they? No. Where's the fen going by that way? I don't like the look of that. I don't know why they do that from time to time. They suddenly decide, especially to go back. I'm gonna have to change this course, aren't I? Because this course is annoying. Put that back and hope the game still acknowledges it as being what it was. You know, I was taking you back to the farmyard. I would say I'll check what's at the grain terminal, the grain mill, but I've only been on one time, so the short answer will be not a lot. He should know, yeah, he's now heading back down. So the 2930s I'm leaving there, because literally the second he's done his delivery, I just complete the contract, which makes MD spawn. I send him to the shop to sell that trailer, pick back up his blue trailer, and then send him down to field 7, send him to field 84. Do that first, which is the carrots, if memory serves me correctly, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's the carrot field, isn't it? So we've got... Then what we'll need to rent the canning factory so we can fill that, and then once that's full, we then just go to wherever the best price is. Oh, he's determined to rent everything today. He's doing my head in. I want him to go and start rolling field too, because then that way it's... Maybe you just get out of the way. I'm worried that he's going to come down here and get stuck behind. Why are they going down that back side when there's a perfectly good ramp at this side? Oh, that's good, he's actually waiting, because you can see there's another coming. Yeah, I don't know, at the end of that time lapse I managed to... I'm guessing, is it Control and I? Oh, Control and O. Yeah, look, that's like a slow steering mode. That changes. Is that all we made extra? I would have thought we'd have got a lot more than that, but alas, that's the way it goes. We're still back up like 100k, which is good, and that's before we start on our own fields, so it's covered some of the rental costs of this bad boy. So I need you to do This field here. Doesn't take the roller long, luckily, because it's such a wide roller. I was just in time to watch that. I actually don't want you to go that way, you go to the shop. I want you to go round the ceramics. Oh, there's the rain, so wow, we did just get that done in the nick of time then, folks. That is pretty impressive, and I'm glad to say we got that done. It's going to roll in the rain, which luckily... Now, does this feel like... This is a field that wouldn't roll last year. Ah, it is rolling. It's showing no fertilizer, which is correct. But like I say, the oilseed radish will act as a layer of fertilizer. As I say, next time, hopefully the weather for tomorrow treats us well and we can get a lot of fields. Basically, we can spend our day root cropping. See him going past. Yeah, we can spend our... After this bonus little short day, but... You think I'd learn how to drive these things by now, wouldn't you? But as I prove regularly that Well, I'm actually rolling the wheels on the door, that's almost impressive. I'll leave that attached to there. 13 minutes, okay. Like I say, I might as well take over from this guy, because what we're going to do is simple answer, sell this. And what I might actually do is... do I want... Do we go down the speculate to accumulate route? What do you think, folks? What I'm thinking is... Do those big silage trailers accept root crops? If they do, I'll buy one for the... I'll see if I can afford one. And sell that. Have a look. Let's see. So a second hand there's that one still, but no, we don't want that. No, even though. No, they just accept, literally. These go to 44.5 for the extension, and these accept it. 75k, like, it's not cheap, but... Do I sell the, what do I get for the blue one? And do I rebuy that instead? Because that's 40,000 litres for the, 600 over there. Or do I repaint that in Deutsch green and that becomes the one for the Fahar? That almost makes sense. That's going to give us like 80,000 litres of moving capacity, so as long as when I do the harvest, I stop regularly. Right, so let's just do something here. I'll send you over to shop. Repairs point. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this on the X. Job, there was 278, wasn't it? 287. Repair it. Customize it. Green colour, we need Deutsch green. Green colour I think is just silver on the Deutsch, isn't it? That cost me 1,000, that puts that back in colours for the Deutsch. Basically. And then what we do is we go over to this one. The also thing is this is a pusher, isn't it? Not a tipper, which is nice, I like that. No, obviously I can't paint the colour, I can't paint the rims in this, so it can't be a total match like the other one was, but That gives us, like I say, like 80,000 litres of hauling potential. Wow, that is a big... Like I said, I don't know if size-wise it's that different to the other one, really. But... as harvests get bigger and bigger, like I said, I'm seriously... I was tempted to buy two withered fields, but then I kind of spending the money as fast as I'm making it. I'm doing back to my old tricks again, aren't I? I also like how this has the extra rear lights on the top there. They've got indicators, they've got brake lights. They've obviously got... This is the one where you fold it and bring the rear back. You can just at the top. I never heard something move as I did that. Actually, I'm showing. Oh, the tractor has no new window. No, maybe not. Tip side back, window, back or window. There are your options there. As this guy picks his, like I say, we'll get these two moved over to fields. These two will go back here with the harvester, and then next time we shall make a start on the crops. Hopefully the weather tomorrow is going to be a bit more helpful to us because we've got a lot of stuff still to do. Yeah, pretty much clear till, as far as I can see, a bit cloudy but dry, so that's got to be good. I want to thank you very much for watching, folks. I hope you enjoyed the video. Feel free to check out the rest of the channel. We've got a lot of great stuff on here. Please like, subscribe, share. It all really helps us out. And until next time, we shall see ya. Goodbye.